The big question is, guys, is the market starting to heat up? On this month's episode, I'm gonna break it all down for you. Here we go. All right, guys, so the first thing I'm gonna do is look at our current stats for the last 30 days through January. We saw some pretty impressive numbers. The first stat that really jumps out at me is actually our new listing inventory, so new homes coming to the market. That was actually extremely low, lower than our last 2 years. That tells me that we don't have enough homeowners putting their home on the market to meet that demand that we're starting to see. And that demand shows in these next two stats. Sure enough, we had 1,400 and so homes actually close, but the bigger stat is that we saw 1,600 homes go under contract. So we had significantly more homes go under contract, meaning we have buyer demand coming back into the market, and we don't have enough sellers actually listing their property. So what is this telling us? Well, it's telling us that we have more buyer demand than we actually have listings. And if you've listened to my previous episodes in November and December, I talked about this big stat that was jumping out of me, and that was the low amount of inventory that we actually had coming on the market. Well, sure enough, that continued November and December, where we saw historic low new listings coming to the market. We still had inventory on the market, but not for November and December. And sure enough, that's continuing through January. So now that we have buyer demand, that could pump the brakes. Don't take this, to heart too much, but that could cause prices to come up over the next 2 or 3 months. So the big question being, guys, where's this demand coming from? Well, to me, what I'm seeing is the consumer is feeling a little bit more confident about the real estate market. I've been preaching it for years that San Diego is a safe investment, and I think everybody can realize that or see that. And we're starting to see consumer confidence really come back into our market. What also helps is that we're seeing stability around interest rates. Pretty much what we've predicted that the Fed would do, they've done. They just increased another 0.25%. We've been expecting that. When that actually happened, we saw mortgage interest rates come down slightly because it was in line with what everybody was projecting. And so the banks are feeling a little bit more comfortable to give out those loans. So I think we have also banking confidence amongst the real estate industry, and then we're starting to see consumer confidence. So we're seeing a little bit of a rush back into our market. And I think that's gonna continue definitely through the first quarter, and I'm expecting through the second quarter as well. All right, guys, so here's my February buyer and seller advice. First and foremost, for all my buyers out there, interest rates did come back down. So if you were pre-approved over the last 3 to 6 months, talk to your mortgage lender again and rerun those numbers to see how that payment's looking, because it could adjust it, quite a bit. Furthermore, inventory is starting to shrink right now. That could continue. I'm expecting some new listings to start coming on the market February and March. That's just what we typically do see, and then heading into summertime. But right now it might be a little scarce. So you're gonna have to negotiate with a seller. You're gonna have to move quick. And when you find that deal, make sure to get your offer in and have really good terms. Now, for all my seller clients out there, you guys have heard me on this video. We're starting to see the market turn back on. Definitely a lot more buyer activity out there. So if you have been kind of sitting on the sidelines, seeing the doom and gloom headlines, might be the time to get your place ready and get it on the market. Things are looking pretty good right now. That's it. If you guys have any questions, reach out to myself or somebody here on the True Local team. Take care.